be the change that you wish to see in the world. That has been my mindset for this last week leading up into this, how I was going to approach it, and one of the reasons and my motivation for really doing this. This is my mock meet. I came in with the intention of doing a good job, but there's some more reasons than just to do a good job and to improve. But I'll explain those more at the end of the video. Right now I'm going to walk you guys through what's going on in this mock meet for me. So here you see my last warm-up of 565, felt pretty good, and I start off with 605 as my opener. Feeling alright, felt like the weight was moving pretty well, and I was feeling pretty confident, so that first rep was pretty good. I'm happy with how it felt, and I decided I was going to jump right up to 635, 10-pound PR over my last mock meet, and kind of the culmination of what 13 or 14 weeks of Smolov I've been doing have really led to. I feel like this rep was better looking than the 625 I did 8 weeks ago, so 10-pound PR plus a slightly better looking rep, and then I went straight to 650. I end up hitting this weight. It's not quite as good as I would like to make it, but I've still got 4 weeks to prep for my meet. I will be adding knee wraps, I will be using a squat bar, and I will be using a monolift, and so hopefully the combination of those things can lead to a pretty successful squat. Either way, I know I'm a heck of a lot stronger now than I was at the start of this process, and so I will say Smolov definitely worked for me, and the hard work that I put in paid off. Moved on to bench press here, and was feeling pretty strong. This is 350, my last warm-up, and the weight felt very good. Afterwards I put on my wrist wraps and my belt, opened up with 375. This is technically a 10-pound PR. I've never been able to successfully hit this weight legitimately, and so start off with a 10-pound PR, even with the misgroove there, go up to 385, hit it even better. It felt much better than the 375 did. Put on 395. This is 5 pounds under my goal weight for June 8th, and I had a little back cramp and an unnecessary butt lift with a short bench, and so I'm not going to be able to count that towards this total today, but I did get it off my chest all the way up to lockout, so I have some work to do, but not as much as I did a while ago. Open up, here's my first deadlift, 715, and just remember that I haven't seriously trained my deadlift in about 13 or 14 weeks, and so being able to move that with relatively limited training just in the periods in between the phases of the Smolov is a pretty big accomplishment for me. Went straight up to 745, which ended up being a bad move. I got in front of the bar, over it a little bit too much, and just misgrooved myself out of it. Just not ready for that weight yet mentally, and so I came back, took off 10 pounds, so this is 735, to try to tie my PR, best deadlift ever, with just a belt. And it was a bit of a grind, but I ended up locking it out, and so I'm going to count it for today. I know in a meet you can't go back in weight, but if I would have jumped to this weight instead, I would have gotten it, and then I would have gone to 745 and probably missed it again. So for the sake of today's purposes and knowing where I'm at, it still serves its purpose, so I'm going to count that for today. So overall, 650 squat plus a 385 bench plus a 735 deadlift has me at a 1770 total with no knee wraps and 2 missed lifts. So overall, it's a big improvement from anything I've ever done, and I'm very happy to say that I've gotten a lot stronger and plan to continue that trend going into my meet in June. Here I'm showing you guys that there is technically no chalk allowed in my gym, and so I have to clean up after myself really well, and also we don't have a deadlift jack, and so all the weights that I have to put on I have to do by hand, and this is just one of the tricks that I have figured out, how to load and unload a bar quickly. But overall, it was a great day, and now I'm going to get into the topic that I actually wanted to talk about and explain to you guys why I do this. Not just why I lift weights, I do that because I enjoy it and it's fun for me and fulfilling, but the reason that I make these videos and the reason that I care about what people think about them and trying to improve my reach of people that see these is because I really do want to be the change that I wish to see in the world. I feel like when I started this sport and I started lifting weights and I started competing in powerlifting, I didn't really have anyone that I now looking back, looked up to that had the same goals as me. All the people that were the strongest and putting up the biggest numbers in the world, as much as I still respect them and did respect them at the time, a lot of what they did was unachievable, and I didn't know it at the time because they were using either performance-enhancing drugs, which I don't have a problem with, but I don't do that, and that's not my path, and that's not something that I'm really interested in doing. And so to look up and see those people as the role model that I want to be is kind of unrealistic. And the same thing for people that are just naturally gifted at this and just genetically superior. It's taken me 12 years to get to this point, and none of it came easy. It's all been a grind, it's all been hard work, and that's the only thing I can lean on. And so that is the reason that I make these videos. I want to be that guy that 11 or 12-year-old me can look at and say, I want to become that, and to be able to look right back at it and stare in his eyes and say, you can do this. If you're willing to work as hard as you possibly can and fully commit to this, you are fully capable of doing it. And I have absolute faith that it's possible for you. And so if you have a little bit of reach in the weightlifting community, if you're a Matt Ogus, or if you're a Chris Lovato, or if you're a Bryce Lewis, any of the guys from 3DMJ, Eric Helms, or any of you, or if you're Alberto Nunez, I want to say his name too, if you're just a guy who makes videos or has some Facebook friends, please share this video. Please share some of my videos. If I have the opportunity to make one positive change in someone's life and to inspire someone, I want that opportunity. So I would really appreciate it if you guys do that. I don't normally ask like this. I've only ever asked one other time for people just to share a video regardless, and that's kind of where I'm coming from. So please do that. And thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I'd love to have you join this journey, and together we can show the world what is possible for a normal guy with big dreams and big aspirations. So thank you again. I love you all dearly. I want to say Happy Mother's Day to my mom, happy birthday to my girlfriend, and my little sis, the other important lady in my life. I love you too. So thanks again, and I will talk to you on Tuesday when the pre-meet training starts. Until then, bye.